Brothers and sisters, I'm Jesse with Living Free Community Foods, and we're here in one of the wonders of the world, the Edible Schoolyard, here in the midst of Berkeley, right behind Martin Luther King Jr. High School. An Edible Schoolyard where, imagine it, students come and grow the food that they eat during lunchtime, and the students love it. This is truly a marvel, and it's quite extensive. It's well over a couple acres, and if you look over here, as you'll see, there are ducks here, and there are chickens a little further beyond, and they're having a great time, a feast indeed. Look how happy they are. And the garden is filled not only with vegetables, but with calendulas, nasturtiums, and all sorts of fruiting trees. And I'd like to talk to you about this Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for, and one of the greatest joys is that of planting. And we're going to be doing some planting today. We're going to be planting some garlic. Garlic is very special. Here we have a bulb of garlic, and we're going to break this garlic up into individual cloves. And we're going to be planting the cloves. And we're going to be planting this by way of some resolutions as to what we can be, what this America can be. So, now many of you have the blessing, I hope, of a backyard and front yard garden. Some live in apartments and don't have access to the land. And if that's the case, there usually is a community garden within a reasonable distance. But even if you don't have your own private home and you don't have a backyard and you don't have a community garden near you, still you have a windowsill. And on that windowsill you could put a planter box or just a container with some vivid alive compost in it. And in this compost on your windowsill, you can plant some garlic. The way you do it is this: you take the cloves and you plant each clove. Be sure to plant pointed end up, rooted end down, that's important, and just plant it in the soil. Yes, it will be rained on, it will be snowed on, it will be frozen. But in spring, when the ground thaws, the miracle will occur. The shoots of garlic, the shoots of new life, will come up through the earth as a sign of rebirth and renewal. So that's why we're here today, to plant some garlic. And we're going to be planting a clove of garlic as an expression of our faith that one day every schoolyard in America will be an edible schoolyard. We will plant a garlic clove that one day Detroit, Hoboken, New Jersey, Youngstown, Ohio, will be edible schoolyards, will be edible landscapes. This is not to be imposed from without, but to be rather a result of the conscious efforts of the people living there. That they get it together, that they gather it together to make their environs and their homes part of an edible landscape. We will plant a garlic clove that we shall no longer be a nation of strangers. There is so much loneliness here in America. Let's face it, let's admit it, it's almost palpable. Everyone shall, as a matter of course, assist his brother and sister to realize themselves. We will plant a garlic clove because things have finally reached the point where the icons of America, Cheerios, Crispies, Oreo cream sandwich cookies, have been found to have high levels of glyphosate, an industrial chemical. We will plant a garlic clove because private corporations have been given leave to tamper with the foundations of life itself, and this for the narrowest ends, to create an apple that when sliced will not turn brown, or to create a frankensalmon that will come to maturity in 1 year instead of 3 years. The foundations of life, the DNA that has been passed on through millennia, is your heritage, my friend. And the fact that it's being tampered with and messed with is a cause for utmost concern. We will plant a garlic clove as an expression of our faith that holistic health care of the highest order is a right of every American and should not be delegated to the whims and caprices of insurance companies. A right of every American to the highest level of health care. We shall plant a garlic clove that after 240 years of American history, that we finally come to the realization that just like public school is free and high school is free, so higher education is equally a necessity in these times, and tuition should be free also in colleges and universities everywhere. We shall plant a garlic clove in the hope that Americans will get their faces out of their cell phones, that they shall converse and celebrate with one another. After all, we are the most productive and creative of people. Why should we not rejoice in that? That schools, workplaces, and farms shall be filled with awe at the miracle of being alive. We shall plant a garlic clove that John Muir's last struggle shall not have been in vain. That Hetchy the incomparable valley parallel to Yosemite and just a few miles away will one day no longer be inundated full 5 fathoms, but shall be restored to its original magnificence. We shall plant a garlic clove that you, my friends, who have discovered life in the food you eat, shall take that realization and bring life to schools and workplaces. As Abraham Lincoln saw so surely, there is a desperate need, now more than ever, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. Brothers and sisters, from Living Tree Community, I want to wish you and family and friends a joyous, magnificent, and delightful Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you indeed. It's a privilege to work with you. And bye for now.